What up, gang? Matt, country song teacher. Go get you a glass of lemonade, cup of coffee, whatever it is, and hear me out for about 8 to 10 minutes here. I'm going to talk about the problem with guitar lessons. Now, first of all, let me say I'm not dogging other guitar teachers. I'm dogging us all, including me. I'm going to walk you through some scenarios and show you why, in a lot of ways, the internet is such a blessing, and taking guitar lessons on the internet is way better than taking them in person. They can go both ways, but here, this is my problem with guitar lessons in person. After I graduated from college, for a couple of years while I did personal training and all that stuff, I also went to people's homes and I taught guitar lessons to all kinds of kids. Now, just like anything in life, you have different levels of talent in anything you do. That's worth noting, is just talent. Some kid, I taught one boy, he was 8 years old. I guess they said his grandfather was like first chair in a symphony in Chicago and all this stuff. And I would tell the boy, okay, here's a G chord. He'd say, okay. I'd say, here's a D. Okay, here's a C. Okay, try that. And he'd look at me like, what else? And I'd ask his parents, are you sure he's never taken guitar lessons? They said, no. The kid was just 8 years old, just boom, he got it the second I got it. But the problem I see with a lot of guitar lessons is you gotta know a couple things. One, you gotta know, what do you as a student want to learn? That's very important to know. So if sometimes I taught kids, they'd see like a kind of a rock band, like electric guitar, I would just say, I'm not your guy. I don't know myself how to play up and down the neck, scales, a lot of lead guitar, electric guitar. So instantly, for that reason, I'm out, like they say on Shark Tank. So you want to know what you want to learn. Like for me personally, all I've ever wanted to do is just kind of be like, smile on your face, lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes that see you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you catch me if ever I fall. You say best when you say nothing at all. So I tell people all the time, I truthfully like to sing more than I even like guitar. So I'm not in a band, I don't play anywhere, I don't lead worship at church. Everybody thinks I do that because of my other channel, Acoustic Selection. Be sure to check that out, Acoustic Selection. Look it up on YouTube, I'll put a link below also. But all I like to do is grab the guitar, play some chords, song of the South, sweet potato pie and a shut my mouth. All that's G, D, C, D, whole song. Somebody sold us a Wall Street bill. We were supposed that we couldn't tell. Cotton was strong and the weeds were tall. Mr. Roosevelt wanna save us all. So right there, me personally, I just want to grab a guitar, an acoustic, strum some chords, and sing and have a good time with it. That's why, in a lot of ways, I'm good at just that, but I'm not good at other things because I don't really practice it. So I'm never going to get a better skill at lead guitar and all these scales and stuff because, man, I got 2 kids, another on the way, 2 businesses and so forth. I personally don't have time and really don't have a strong desire to learn that. So I'm kind of in my home base, kind of 3 or 4 chords. Got some ocean running by the arrows on from my front porch you can see the sea. Got some ocean running by the arrows on from my there throw the baby and so forth. So I'm just going to hang around there and jam. The problem, again, I found with many guitar teachers that I've kind of sat around, and I've been in this category before too, is they don't necessarily teach you what you want to hear. That's number one, what you want to learn. The second thing is a lot of times when you're paying for guitar lessons, us guitar teachers don't go at the pace that you truly need to go at. And I'll give you an example. So I taught that 8-year-old kid, and I say, here's G, here's D. Here's D, C, here's E minor. I might do like an A minor. And I'd say, okay, try that. hey Matt, what's next? This is fun. And I'm like, dude, we're just gonna sit here and jam something together. You better than I am already. But there are other people I taught, young boys, young girls, older guys and girls, teenagers, parents even. And I'd say do a G chord. So we go in their first lesson, we talk about here's the body of the guitar, the neck, these are the frets, the tuning knobs, so forth. And they go. So I'm in there 30, 45 minutes and it's like this. Then I'm saying, okay, let's learn on a C. Let's look on a D. Let's work on an E minor. They can usually get that ring. What's my point? They're paying me 25, 30 bucks for half an hour, whatever it was at the time. I'm going in there and to be honest, on the first lesson, the second lesson, even the third lesson, I should just be like, work on a G. But because they're paying, and because a lot of times, especially if I was working with the kids, the parents are sitting right here, they're thinking, teach him more, teach him more. When's his first song? When's his first song? You can't truly go at the rate you should be going because you're kind of forced to go into new territory, so to speak, because they're paying for it. And I can understand that. They're like, I'm paying you. But if you're not practicing, that's why it sounds like the old cliche, practice, practice, practice. But it's so true because you have to practice, practice, practice in order to fill your tank and then make a bigger tank to learn more than a bigger tank, and so forth. So, many of you all, if you're just learning guitar, and I go over this stuff in such detail in my Praise in 10 Days DVD. That's not a plug, but Praise in 10 Days DVD. I sell those on my website. I got 2 guitar DVDs. So cheaper than 1 lesson, you can buy 2 DVDs, but that's a story itself. But so many of you for maybe a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months, you need to learn this G, locking in the 2 bottom strings, then go 5th and 6th. Down to C, which is C add 9, the 4th and 5th. And this D. Back to C. You just need to like really, really work on that over and over. And notice I'm just gonna pick, you can even use those pick, I'm just doing down strums. I'm trying to get the chords placed, my fingers placed in the right thing. I'm trying to get a clear sound. And I'm trying to work on my timing, my rhythm. Smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. So let me stop you there. So, we know we need to go at our own pace. We need to practice, practice, practice. What I also recommend, I tell people, when you're first learning chords, anytime you're learning a new chord, place your hands in there, and you want to pick down each string to make sure you're having a clear sound. So it's right there. Now at first, I can promise you it's going to sound like this. And you're going to slowly move your finger around, get the sound. Oh, I got it. Then you go to the next one. You're gonna look at your hand and all that stuff. That's okay. You wanna have a combination of making sure it's done right, but also kind of pushing through to help your memory kind of carrot and stick, so to speak. That even if it's a little bit weak, if it's not crystal clear, it's a little bit, play through it. So you want to every now and then stop and try to pick each string to adjust your hand to get it clear. But even if you're struggling, play through it sometimes. Song of the South, sweet potato pie, shut my mouth. Gone with the wind, ain't nobody looking back again. So for that song, for example, Song of the South, everybody knows that one in Alabama. It's 2 G's, 2 D's, 2 C's, 2 D's. Song of the South, potato pie and shut my mouth. So even though it's not sounding very clear, still go through the motions there. And you, like I said, you could every now and then pick, but even if you're like to do like this, and it sounds a little bit dead, just play through it. Song, song sound, sweet potato pie, shut my mouth. Gone with the wind, ain't nobody looking back. You see there, it might not sound good, but you're learning where to play the chords, when to play the chords, in a rhythm. So everybody wants to. Your hand-eye coordination, muscle memory, brain to hand signals, and all that stuff are not going to be advanced at first enough to do all the changes, down ups, the string stops, and so start very, very vanilla. And like I said, if I'm your guitar teacher. If you're just a rookie, you know nothing about the guitar, and you just want to have some fun, learn some songs, I've got thousands of videos on acoustic selection, that channel, and this country song teacher. So like that Travis Tritt song, I'm gonna be somebody. So you're doing 2 G's, 2 C's, 4 D's. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. I'm gonna be somebody someday. That's E minor on day. Then back to C. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I'll be. Road was a struggle, she continues to the top. Now he's number one on the stage. Feedback here. You know, when I watch people play guitar lessons online and so forth, I personally like when they kick off and play a little bit. Do some singing, play, do a little. Sail my vessel to the river untried, like a bird upon the wing, the waters of my sky on the hill, and so forth. Me personally, I like that. I think it's fun when somebody just has a good time with it, makes it real relaxed and laid back, rather than just sitting there. So forth. So let me know if you like when I get a little crazy there or whatever. But so again, the problem with guitar teachers, they have good intentions, but a lot of times when you're paid, you're forced to learn more and more when you need to take your time. So I would tell a beginner, take your time. Take your time, go at the pace and learn what you want to do. And the second thing is, even though it's not very clear, if it's not perfect, keep on playing through it. You can get there, just play through it. You can do it. The third thing is practice, practice, practice. We can add that as a third thing, fourth thing, and so forth. But just, if you want to know if I've taught a song, type in Country Song Teacher, The Dance. Country Song Teacher, help me hold on. Country Song Teacher, Travis Tritt, Country Song Teacher, whatever. So type in Country Song Teacher, one word, and then the song title or artist. You can see if I've taught a lesson. I've done thousands, like I said. I'm here to help you guys. 2019, I want to have people all over the world playing guitar. It's a great instrument. I love it so much. I love to praise the Lord. I love to sing country music, all this stuff. So I hope you can too. Hope you guys have a great, great new year. Give the video a little thumbs up and please subscribe if you have not. I love you. Most importantly, God loves you. Holla.